Alright, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Previously in algebra, I talked about simultaneous equation. I've introduced the elimination method and the substitution method. In addition to this simultaneous equation, where you need to actually plot two graphs on a piece of graph paper and then identify the coordinate where these two lines intersect. Right? That's a third method. Now, what I'm going to show you today is the fourth and fifth method. Now, the fourth method is not really taught at high school by the use of calculator. Calculator these days have the capability to solve simultaneous equation up to 4 unknown at the time of this video being published. Now, the fifth method where this video is all about is called the Cramer rules. Is very similar to this elimination method. You want to know the end result, you may just fast forward so that you will get to see the end result. Simultaneous equation by using the Cramer method. You have actually a1x plus b1y equals to c1. Normally you have two equations and two unknown, right? Two unknown, you need two equations to solve it. So the second equation, this is coefficient. The second coefficient for ax plus b2y equals to c2. Now here I would like to label this as my A column. This column to be my B column. I mean here to be my A column, right? This is my B column and this is my C column. Row number 1, row number 2. Just like elimination method. Let me show you the similarity. To start off with, the first equation, I actually cross multiply the b. So first equation, I multiply by b2. So therefore I get a1 b2x plus b1 b2y equals to b2 c1. And then my second equation, I multiply by b1. So therefore I will have a2 b1 in alphabetical order, x plus b1 b2 y equals to b1 c2. Now you see this is very similar to the elimination method. b1 b2y, b1 b2y. I can use, the third equation subtract the fourth equation. Therefore, this term and this term will be cancelled. It's a common x. Factorize the x. a1 b2 subtract a2 b1 x equals to b2 c1 subtract b1 c2. Now, if you look at it again, I can easily figure out what's x now. My unknown of x, it's actually b2 c1 subtract b1 c2 over the denominator will be a1 2 subtract a2 b1. Now, you have so many coefficients here. What does it mean? If I want to find what's my x value or the x unknown, all I need to do is I replace the x column by the coefficient of c. The c column, this is actually c1, c2, and then b1, b2, b1, b2. I replace the x column by the coefficient c. The denominator would be a1, a2, b1, b2, just as how is shown in A and B column. This is how you get the determinant, right? You A, B, subtract A2, B1. The same rule applies to y value. Referred to here, if I were to replace the B column, therefore my y value should be replace the B column by the constant. So I'll get A1, A2, and then C1, C2. And then the denominator will be the same. It will be A1, A2, B1, B2. So that when I want to expand this, A1, C2 subtract A2 C1 over the denominator would be A1 B2 subtract A2 B1. This is only for 2 by 2 matrix and you have two equations, two unknown. Alright, now previously I've shown you the theory of how Cramer rule can be used to solve simultaneous equations. Now during the exam, if the question never specified which method that you should use, why not use Cramer rules method? First comes the rule is actually you must arrange your x and y in a column form. Make sure that it aligns x and x, y and y. Then my x value should be equals to, so I just need to replace this x column by the coefficient column. So therefore it will become 43, 7, and then this side will be 9, 2. And then the denominator will be the determinant of x and y. It's 2, 3, 9, and 2. You may cross-check from the theory we have shown earlier. Multiply these two numbers and then subtract the combination of these two numbers. Now, it's a common mistake that when you first time deal with this, you will stop halfway. So therefore, you should always write equal, always have the divider, okay? So you remember you need to do the denominator. So here would be 43, 2, subtract 9 times 7 over 2, 2, subtract 9 3. Okay? The reason of why is it minus of that, you should refer to my earlier part where I have proved it to you that this is the way how to do it. Therefore, easily, you can use a calculator to verify my answer, divided by negative 23. So the answer is negative 1. The same way can be used to find out my y. Always write the division. Like first, in order to look for y, I substitute the y column by the coefficient. So therefore, we write this will be 2, 3, 43, 7. Determinant will be 2, 3, 9, and 2. Therefore, you apply the determinant, how to look for determinant for these two matrices. So it will be, always remember to write this determinant because quite often that you forget to divide by the denominator. Okay, so 2, subtract 9, 3. So the answer should be negative 115 divided by negative 23. My y value should be 5. So this is how a Cramer rule to solve a simultaneous equations. And for some of your video, remember to subscribe to my channel and appreciate thumbs up as well from me. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye bye.